Oh, you hit record right
You
as I
hit
tap
record.
You hit record right as I tap
I like how when you domed yourself with the mic on the last episode, it didn't even pick it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let me get the whole.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the I Have No Clue podcast. I'm Dan.
My name is Sean.
And you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, and YouTube at the I Have No Clue pod. We're not big enough to have a subdomain, so let's pump up those numbers.
Pump it up.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump up those numbers. What's that a line from?
What is it from?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta pump up those numbers.
Oh, I gotta watch that again.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that, and I gotta watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood again. Dude, I just want to say, the Joker, I'm obsessed with that movie now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm, super obsessed with it, because it was just so good. It was so good.
When I first saw it, I was kind of disappointed. But I think that was just because I was around people who were too hyped. It wasn't because of the movie at all. It was because of the people I was with who were like, best movie I've ever seen. And I was like, okay.
It's definitely top tier. One of the best, overall well-made movies I've ever seen.
I mean...
think about it. This dude directed straight comedies.
Right,
and then,
but it follows a very... I mean, okay, here's the thing. And I think this is where you and I kind of part ways. But this is just a difference of opinion. So it is a very... I only saw it once and I haven't watched it again. But as far as I remember, there wasn't really anything, wrong with it. It's just that it was kind of formulaic. Well, not formulaic, but predictable. Like I said,
you predicted that Joaquin Phoenix was going to hop in the fridge?
No, okay, not the whole movie.
You predicted that he was going to dome Robert De Niro?
I mean, I assumed somebody was getting got.
I thought he was going to blow his own head off.
The thing that was more for me, the predictable thing, was his girlfriend. That just seemed really obvious to me. I don't know. I might have been looking again. I might have been too hyped and been looking for, more. But it felt like okay. It's essentially Taxi Driver, but Taxi Driver is a phenomenal movie. So that would be like saying a movie is essentially The Godfather. It's like, oh, so you mean it's one of the best of all time?
You can't... Are you comparing it to The Godfather?
No, I'm saying if somebody made a movie like The Godfather and was like, oh, it's just like The Godfather. Whereas to me, okay, I was looking for something like Dark Knight levels of good, which to me, this didn't cross that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think The Dark Knight was way better. Don't get me wrong. I still think The Joker's a pretty good movie, but...
He did such a great job playing the Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix did a great job. My problems come down to the direction. Why are there those dance numbers?
Which ones?
The 3 times the plot just stopped and he danced.
Dan, he's a fucking maniac.
Right, I know plot why he did that, but what's the point for the movie?
To emphasize how crazy this dude is.
I don't think that really... I think that... Okay.
Dan, he smothered his mom.
He did.
And then danced down.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
The death scenes in this were all brutal.
That was something that I have to tip my hat to this movie to, is Joaquin Phoenix was legitimately disturbing when he killed people.
Super disturbing.
When he looks at the guy who killed Jimmy Hoffa, Robert De Niro, and was like, "You'll get what you fucking deserve," and just stood up and shot him. I was like, "Whoa, okay, that was really good."
I was really confused when it zoomed into the camera, and then went to multiple screens. I was kind of confused on. I thought they were pulling a Matrix almost, and we're this isn't really real.
No, I think that movie makes a pretty good delineation between what is real and what is in his mind. Here's what I really wanted. Can I tell you the Super Dan fan fiction version of that movie?
Sure.
Okay. I would have taken it in a different way than they would have, and this is just me. It was just what I thought would have been cool. I liked the movie. I'm not saying the movie's bad. I'm just people on the internet freak out. But anyway, I really liked the idea of the Joker actually being related to Batman.
But he wasn't.
I know, no, but again, Super Dan fan fiction version.
Oh, but you would have liked it if he was.
If he actually was.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Oh no, because then it adds a whole new dynamic to the whole Joker versus Batman.
Yeah.
Like, when there's one, there has to be another type idea.
Yeah.
Which I really like. I loved having one of the Joker's, like, what would you call them? Followers, goons, minions.
Yeah.
Kill Batman's parents and say you get what you deserve. That was amazing.
I like how they kept it, like, not lineage, but like how and every time that they were killed, they ripped off the pearls.
Yeah, I like keeping. I just love the Batman story. He's my favorite superhero. So like anything that you can do to like spice it up, I'm always like, ooh, that's
spice
cool.
melange.
The spice melange. Oh, you know what I found out?
What?
The Dune movie is directed by David Lynch.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I thought you knew that while we were talking about David Lynch.
No,
and all.
I brought it up because of Kyle MacLachlan.
Oh man,
Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, that's why that's
why he's in it.
Yeah,
because David Lynch is like, I'm making a movie, Kyle. What are you doing? Can you get the girl that played Laura Palmer too?
Is she in it too?
No,
oh,
but I'm sure he's just asking for his favorite actors.
I'm gonna watch that eventually, just because. Yeah. Even though you told me not to.
I mean, it's if you like cheesy, like 80s cheese.
Cheesy 80s cheese?
Yeah. You know, like what's that movie with David Bowie where there's all the puppets? Labyrinth?
I've never seen that.
Oh, dude.
I heard it was good.
I mean, people like it because it's like from their childhood.
Yeah.
But David Bowie is wearing these like tight pants. And I don't think he's wearing underwear.
Jesus.
Because he's showing a little tubage.
Oh my god.
And you're like, hey man, this is a kid's
tubage?
Movie. Yeah, tubage.
Jesus Christ.
And it's just so, and he like, there's a musical number with David Bowie. I don't remember if the whole thing's a musical or if only David Bowie sings.
Dan, I really need you to watch the Twin Peaks movie.
I know, David Bowie's in that too.
Will you just at least watch the movie? Because no, and I'm not even gonna take your word for it because last time you said you were gonna watch it and you promised me.
I am a busy man. It was the holidays and I'm trying to move.
Dan, everyone is busy.
I know.
You can't take 2 hours out of your day.
Dude, I started watching Vikings and it's so good.
Is it good?
It's okay.
I heard it's really good.
The first couple episodes, you're like, I mean, I don't hate it, but when are they gonna do some Viking business?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's really good. I like it a lot. But here's one thing that they did in the first couple episodes, which like was so obviously bad. I don't know if it's because it's based off a real guy, Ragnar Lothbrok. Mm-hmm. Well, he's like quasi.
Yeah.
We only know of him through like Viking sagas.
Quasimodo?
Yes, Quasimodo.
The Hunchback?
No, quasi just means sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, he's real. Like we know he's real, but there's a lot of myth around him. And I guess he had blue eyes because for the first like, I want to say 2 or 3 episodes of the show, they put like digital blue eyes on the guy who plays him.
That's weird.
It looks
horrible.
It looks like the White Walkers. Like, you know how their eyes are like that fake blue?
Yeah.
But that makes sense because they're zombies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, his eyes looked like that. And I kept going, why? He's he's like yards away. Why can I still see his eyes when he's in a group of people? Like I can clearly see.
That's weird.
Yeah, they got rid of it though, thankfully, because I was like, what? I mean, it's the History Channel, so it's not like they're.
The History Channel actually had a really good show called Six about SEAL Team 6.
Was
like Olivia Munn was in it, and I love
Olivia Munn was on a History Channel show.
Yes, no, the show was dope. But then, like, CBS had a SEAL Team 6 show come out.
Yep.
So they were like, all right,
what's that?
No one's watching this anymore.
And that one's just called SEAL Team, isn't it? Or
I think
like
so.
That?
And you know how old white people in the Midwest love CBS TV shows.
Dude.
So they all went to that.
I was watching football, and they were like, tune in to NCIS, where, what was the Israeli girl's name? Did you ever watch that show?
Dan, there's like 17 NCISs.
That's like the regular one with Mark Harmon. Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched it literally since I was a child.
Yeah.
So, what was her name? Whatever. But she's coming back, and they're like advertising.
Oh, I think I saw something
and
about
I was
that.
Like, really? Are you like that desperate for ratings that you're like, hey, remember this character?
There's literally so many like crime scene shows.
It's unbelievable.
Like CSI. There's like 20 different CSIs.
What blows me away? How many shows there are about courtrooms?
Like Judge Judy?
No, not the reality TV show ones, because that's a whole nother discussion. No,
but are you talking about like How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah, like How to Get Away with Murder, Bluff City Law. There's a new one about I'm a young judge and I'm gonna make sure that everybody gets their just desserts. I'm spunky. You know?
That was disturbing, Dan. Don't ever do that again.
It was one of those shows, you know?
Okay. How to Get Away with Murder is actually really good, though.
I've actually heard from a girl that I used to work with. She's like, she got her like master's degree in criminology and is like trying to work for CSI teams. So she's like legit like law enforcement. And I was like, okay, which show is the worst? Which one is the best? She's like, Law and Order by far. Like they just make up everything. They're like, that's not how a courtroom operates at all. Nobody stands up and is like, yes, I did it. You know? Like, because you know how on Law and Order they spend like the first minutes arguing, and then they finally break the guy down, and he's like, "Yeah, I killed her, I did it."
Like first 48,
right? Yeah. Well, no, the first 48 is
obviously
real,
it's real, but
right. Oh, but like how they wear them down, yeah. But that's at least over hours. You know, that's like you're held in an interrogation room for hours. This is just a 15-minute argument. Oh, but
what was your point?
She said that Law and Order was the worst, and How to Get Away with Murder was actually pretty close.
It's a really good show.
Yeah,
it's a really good show. Oh, Watchmen. Before I forget about it.
Yes.
So you told me, was it you that told me that they completely changed the end of the movie from the comic?
Yes, the Zack Snyder movie the ending is 100% different than the book.
All I saw that was different was that there wasn't a huge squid.
Yeah, that's kind of huge.
No pun intended. But
okay, so can I explain the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, so the difference...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
We might as well just have a spoiler alert in front of every single episode.
Yeah, here are the things we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But if I'm spoiling the Zack Snyder Watchmen movie for you...
Yeah, that's old.
You had enough time.
Yeah.
Okay. That thing's been on every streaming service 3 times.
Yeah.
Like, you could have seen it. But anyway. So the comic ends with Ozymandias, Adrian Veidt, unleashing this psychic squid on New York City.
Yeah.
And killing like 3 million people. And he did it because it's like, oh, it's from another dimension.
Yeah.
So all of humanity needs to unite and fight this one thing.
Yeah.
And as you see in the show, the squids keep falling.
Yeah.
Even though it's a lie. It's 100%, but he needs to keep the illusion.
Yeah.
You know, that it could happen.
Is that what he was doing? Because I got to a part where I think it was Ozymandian.
Yes. Yeah,
and he's using like a sling, like a medieval sling.
Oh, no. that gets even crazier. I cannot wait for you to find out what happens.
That's literally where I left off, was where he
when-
was slinging like dead bodies into the sky.
he does. Okay, here's something that I love about this show. Nothing happened. Well, okay, there is one thing. Did you get to the part with the guy who's dressed up like an alien who like lubes himself up and slides?
Yeah.
He's never mentioned again.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's the one thing that is like never brought up again.
That's
and
really
it's the
weird.
one thing that keeps me up at night because I'm like, who was that guy? But anyway, aside from him, pretty much everything is done for a reason.
Okay.
And it's really cool. Like even something that you like I cannot wait for you to get to the last episode because there's one moment where you go, what? Huh? But it so anyway, back to the difference.
Yeah.
If with Zack Snyder, it's been a while since I watched it, but if my memory is correct, what he did was he said that like Dr. Manhattan blew up and killed those people instead.
Yeah.
And then Russia and America realized how dangerous nukes are.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, here's the thing, because...
Okay, but here's the thing. Dr. Manhattan exploding and killing 3 million people in New York City just proves to the Russians how good their nuclear arsenal is. So they're like, yes, that's what we want to happen.
Okay.
Whereas like a giant squid falling from the sky, you're like, oh, well, I'm human, you're human, we might as well band together. And because the whole point of Watchmen is like, can you do bad things for a good reason? That I'd say that's like the premise of the show.
Yeah.
Or the comic is like, who is really a hero?
Yeah.
Are you still a hero if you kill 3 million people but save 6 billion?
Yeah.
You know, like those are the questions that it asks. Whereas I feel like with Zack Snyder's, it's a whole lot more like cleaner. It's like, oh, humanity realized our mistake and we all lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
It's devoid of like that. Because something that was so great about reading the comic was when you get to the end and you go like, what? Like nobody gets punished for this? Like they just get away with it? You're like, but all those people died.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah. No, it's like literally reading Jeffrey Epstein. You're like, what? You know, but I love the show so
It's really,
much.
really good.
Here's what I like. When they started with the race riot that happened in Oklahoma,
Yeah.
I was like, why are they starting with this? Like, this is such a, like, uncomfortable... Like, and I was like, Watchmen was never really about race, you know?
Yeah, I thought
But
it was weird that they made, like, Rorschach, like, the KKK, basically.
When you read the comics, it makes more sense. Because, like, there's notes from Rorschach. Like, most of the narration in the comics is done through, quote-unquote, Rorschach's journal.
Yeah.
And he's very, like, uber right-wing. Like, uses the word degenerates and talks about the cretins in the
He's just a
streets.
hateful person.
Right. But I feel like in the real world, he would be equated with right-wingers. You know, and right-wingers would be like, yeah, we need to be like Rorschach.
Yeah.
You know, just punish evil wherever it is.
Yeah.
And I like that because it starts with the attack on Black Wall Street. And then it goes to the scene where the guy gets pulled over, right?
Yeah.
And I love how it's not only like bringing up race, it's talking about how the police get special privileges.
Yeah.
But they're also handicapped. Like the show is incredibly nuanced.
Yeah.
Like the first episode, I was like, whoa. Like they brought up all this stuff, which usually would be like super controversial and kind of, because I just when I want politics, I'll watch the news. Is my attitude. So like when I want entertainment, I want the Watchmen. I want makeup, fantasy, kick, punch, punch.
Kick, punch.
You know, give me Dr. Manhattan. You know, that's what I want.
No, that's one thing that caught my attention was when he was like radioing in, and he, like they had to ask him all these questions in order to unlock
and
his
he was
gun.
Like, let me use my gun.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow, that actually is really interesting.
Yeah, and it was a tense scene too.
Really tense. It was. I'm very, very happy.
They definitely did a good job bringing that up after Game of Thrones to make up for people needing an HBO subscription in order to watch stuff. I thought that was a good move to, because Watchmen is not well known, but
no, but it's got a fan base.
Yeah,
you know,
and it was good.
It was really good, and I feel like.
Well, and this is the thing, because we talked about the DC streaming thing, like what they're doing with Watchmen. They should let HBO take over things like the Teen Titans.
Yeah, I'd give all of DC. I'd lay it at the feet of HBO.
Oh yeah,
because DC has always been like kind of the darker of the comic books.
Yeah,
like Marvel has Deadpool and the Punisher, but those are exceptions to the rule.
Yeah,
and Wolverine, which Wolverine is kind of. He and Deadpool have been buddied up for the last like 20 years.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I don't really read comics that often.
Yeah, me neither. I can't read, period, so.
When people tell me to read a comic, I just buy the trade edition, which has all of them.
Yeah.
I don't buy individual comics.
Yeah.
I'm not a comic book person by any stretch of the imagination, but I've always felt that DC has been the darker of the two.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
Frank Moore. Frank Herbert. Somebody redid Batman in the 90s, and it created that,
I was like, is this a superhero?
No, it went from, he was the author, and it went from bam, cow, kapow, Batman.
Yeah.
To I'm Batman.
And there's blood.
I'm here to punish I'm Batman. That's my interpretation of Christian.
Did you ever watch the old Batman series?
Oh yeah, man, I loved it.
It used to come on the TV, and my dad would make me watch it all the time. He was like, "This is the Batman I grew up on," and then I'm over here, and Christian Bale is over here.
Yeah, Christian Bale's using a.
Where's the trigger? Where's the trigger? I knew you wouldn't give it to us, civilian.
And then you got Robin over here. Great Jahoots, Batman!
Holy sardines!
Oh man,
I love the old Batman show so much, just because it's
it's probably the greatest Joker of all time. I'm kidding. That was a complete sarcasm.
I know, but it's still I was like, no, Christian Bale.
Who do you
think? Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale is the Joker. Do you think between Heath Ledger and Joaquin Phoenix, who do you think did it better?
I mean, Heath Ledger did it.
R.I.P. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger did it so well his life ended. Isn't that the thing? Was he couldn't sleep because he was so messed up from playing the Joker that he started taking fistfuls of sleeping pills. I don't know. That's what I always heard.
Who knows?
Right, but
because I think he was always a drug addict, and then he took this and was not sleeping on purpose to make himself.
Oh, that might have been it too.
But at the same time, that's what Joaquin Phoenix did.
He
starved himself.
Joaquin Phoenix is on a whole nother level of Heath Ledger. He's an actual method actor.
Have you looked up all the scenes that he improvised?
No.
In that movie?
How many?
The one where he shoots the wall, that was completely improvised.
Oh, nice.
Where he was like,
"Yeah,
you're a great dancer." He's like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
It's that. Just some of those are the most disturbing scenes too, because him going in the fridge, improvised.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of moments. I feel like the Joker movie kind of really... I feel okay. I think it was more a movie about mental health than it was about the Joker. Does that make sense?
I feel like it was...
Which is okay.
A modernized
okay, I'll give you...
viewing
of the Joker. Oh, through the lens of, mental health and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Where mental health stands, these days, and how it, really is,
right, and
focused on the kid's upbringing.
Right.
And, head trauma, too. Mm-hmm. That's a big one, too.
Oh, yeah. The first scene, he gets hit over the head with the sign.
But, I thought that was a great scene when he was like standing in the corner, like reliving when his mom was getting interrogated, and they were like, "We found your son chained to a radiator with multiple head wounds."
Yeah.
And she was like, "I don't know."
Yeah. Oh,
Like
man.
that
movie does get really. I forgot about how dark.
it's so
that it
dark,
went.
but it was so good.
Okay. Now, the more you're talking to me about it, the more I'm like, okay, this was a lot better than I gave it the first shot.
It was great.
It was great, yeah. I should probably watch it again. Is it on DVD yet?
Yeah, it just came out
Okay,
on DVD.
Tight. Also, I assume it's not on any streaming services.
No.
Oh, looks like I will find some gentlemen who may or may not have a copy.
I don't have a copy.
I can stream on the internet.
Yeah, it's all over the place. That's how I found it.
Yeah.
But and even just down to the like fonts that they used for like when they put Joker over the screen after he got hit in the face and beat up.
Right, by a bunch of hooligans.
It was a great font to use. And the end, I love when they put the end on the screen. That shot was just so beautiful.
I loved the scene of them pulling him out of the car, and it was a little bit too much of a Christ allegory.
Oh yeah,
when he had his arms spread out.
Yeah,
but I was like, okay, that's still kind of cool though.
Yeah,
that like all the like I like the idea of the Joker not being, because that was something that always bugged me about the comics, was I was like, how does the Joker have all of these like organized like men at his disposal? Like, does he have payroll? Who's the head of his HR? Like, how does he have all these goons who are like, yes, I work for the Joker?
Does he have HR?
Yeah. No, because, like, if you watch mob movies, like...
Does the mob have HR?
No, but they have, like, a structure of, like, oh, you're affiliated. Oh, you're a soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a capo.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing, though.
No, but the whole thing with the Joker was, like, chaos. You know, like...
Well, at the same time, it's also kind of like a cult.
Right.
If you think of cult.
No, but that's what I like about this movie, was they made it like a cult, where they were like, oh no, they're just fanatics.
Yeah.
Like, these people are just looking for a leader, and he's charismatic, and he's shot.
Yeah.
Murray.
Well, I think that was a great part of the movie too, is like, people will follow anyone.
Right. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
When the guy was
that was such a great movie.
When the guy was robbing the convenience store with the Guy Fawkes mask on, and he was like, "Anarchy in the fucking UK," and it's just like shooting and the.
It was a lot like V for Vendetta. Now that I really think about it,
right? Everybody starts wearing the mask.
Yep.
Just chaos in the streets. V for Vendetta was another Alan Moore comic book that they completely changed the ending of.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Now I gotta look that up.
It has a way happier ending than the comic. Alan Moore was a dark dude.
I gotta look that up now, too.
Yeah. He also did From Hell.
Hellboy?
No, From Hell.
What is that?
You never saw that movie with Johnny Depp about Jack the Ripper?
No.
Oh.
Sounds good. I need to write this down.
It's a solid, like, I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Take that for whatever it's worth. But it plays into one of my favorite Jack the Ripper conspiracy theories. And I like it a lot.
Was it you that told me? I think it was you talking about how there's a story or there's a movie out about someone who owns a hotel. And it turns out there's like theories that he might have been Jack the Ripper.
Let me fully explain.
Okay.
There's a book called The Devil in the White City.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about a man who goes by the name of H.H. Holmes.
That's right.
H.H. Holmes owned what can be politely described as a murder hotel.
Yes.
And
was it you that told me though?
Yeah,
okay.
And he like would set up these mazes and these trapdoors, and people would like something. I want to say, I think like 20 people died or something like that. Which, at the time, nowadays that would be horrendous. But at the time, it was unfathomable.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like the turn of the century time, like around the like 1900s or earlier, though, on the earlier end. And so it was like, what? Like, this guy killed how many people, you know? And there was rumors that Martin Scorsese was going to make a movie about that.
Gotcha.
I got super excited. That's not what happened. He did The Irishman and said, "I'm sad." but there is this one is my favorite Jack the Ripper conspiracy.
Yeah.
The one from Hell is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Because I'm fascinated by the Jack the Ripper story.
It's a crazy story.
Because nobody's figured it out.
I know.
Still to this day, we're like, we have no idea.
Just some dude going around murdering people.
But apparently the times of the Ripper murders coincide with time that H.H. Holmes was in London. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
And like,
did anyone find out who the Zodiac killer was?
No, he's still a mystery too. It's Ted Cruz, but
what?
You weren't a part of that? In 2016, everybody was like, Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer.
No, I wasn't a part of that.
It was some meme thing that was just going around. And because both of my parents are registered Republicans, we get calls. Like, we get poll calls all the time. And during the election, someone from Ted Cruz's, or during the primaries, I guess, somebody from Ted Cruz's, people.
Yeah.
They called us to do a poll. And my mom was like, sure, I'll do it. And I'm like, why are you doing a poll? Yeah. And then she was like, well, I want to know about taxes and what's he's going to do about typical, white Republican mom questions. Yeah. And then the lady was like, does your household have any questions that they'd like to know about Mr. Cruz's campaign? And my mom goes, let me ask. Hey, guys, anything you want to know about Ted Cruz? Me, unflinching. I was like, is he the Zodiac killer? And my mom said that she heard the woman on the other end go, no, he's not. I just thought about this poor woman.
Just doing her job. Just doing her job.
And she's got to deal with morons all day going, Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer. MAGA. Oh,
my God.
Yeah. We just crossed over into politics. Dang it. What were we talking about before this? H.H. Holmes.
Yes, H.H. Holmes.
That's my favorite theory is like H.H. Holmes, because there's a bunch of things like Jack the Ripper had surgical precision in the way that he dismembered people and things like that. And H.H. Holmes was a surgical student, or I don't know the full story. I'm not obsessed with it.
Do you think D.B. Cooper was an inside job?
The guy who asked for money and then jumped out of the plane?
Yes.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't think anybody cares.
I just want to know, because someone brought this up at work the other day, and I haven't been able to not think about it, but how hasn't anyone found this person yet? They found the money.
Dude, did you see how long it took them to find the Golden Gate Strangler or whatever his name was?
No, I don't even know who that is.
It took them like 40 years, and they got him off a 23andMe or something like that.
My God.
I think they tricked him. I think they were we're pretty sure this is the guy.
Yeah.
But they got him on a 23andMe, and they're like, yep, that's him. They arrested him.
Who's the Golden Gate Strangler?
It was some guy who killed a bunch of people. It was a huge deal in San Francisco. There was a bunch of murders.
Why is everyone killing people in California?
Dude, why not?
All right, so at this point, we had our second technical difficulty where Dan's dumbass accidentally unplugged his mic. But essentially, what happened after that, Dan said, please cut that out after his remarks about California, but I'm going to keep it in just because I want to fuck with him. But after that, we talked about The Witcher, both the TV show and The Witcher 3, touched on that a little bit, and then we went into my love for Fable and how Dan was completely disappointed. So here's the transition.
Okay, so My issue with Fable has always been who's the guy who's like the head of Fable? Like it's like one. Well, he's like that guy from Bethesda who always Todd Howard. You know. What's his name for Fable? I don't remember his name. But for every game, he's always been like, you can plant an acorn and then come back in 3 years and there'll be a big oak tree.
I don't remember that being said. But
Always, every game, he'd be like, okay, now this time you can plant an acorn and go, this one, fully living environment. The game goes on without you. And you're like, yeah, bro, you've been saying that for every single Fable game.
Or you know what? I feel like Skyrim is what Fable was supposed to be.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Because you can buy like your own house and stuff.
No, there's everyone I talk to about Skyrim has a completely different experience.
It's insane.
Yeah.
I love that game so much. I was literally just playing it before you got here, and I was just like, oh, I love it. Because as soon as I got out of like the first thing, for some reason I kept talking to people and I got like 20 quests. I was like, God damn it, this happens every time. I just want to beat the main campaign. But I think that's the coolest thing about like the next gen consoles.
Yeah.
Is they have like the mods on there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
you didn't know
tight.
that?
No.
Dude, it's sick. You gotta like make a Bethesda account.
So I can turn all the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
There's like a creators hub or something you can sign up for.
That's awesome.
And they have like they keep expanding it.
Yeah, I knew there was like a thing where you could get mods on Xbox 360, but I didn't know that was like a uniform, like Bethesda is like, no, take the mods, please. That's great. Crazy. I love when games are like super pro mod.
You know what? I heard someone told me a very unpopular opinion and told me that Elder Scrolls Online is actually really good.
I've heard a lot of people say that. My problem is it triggers me because the Elder Scrolls is not a multiplayer game. So I won't play it out of principle.
But you wouldn't want to go raid caves with me?
I mean, like, I'd have fun.
Yeah.
I'd definitely have fun if it was called anything else. If it was called World of Wizards.
Well, how about I buy it for you and I'll change out the artwork on the case. I'll draw like stick figures of wizards fighting dragons.
Swords and magic.
Swords and magic. We'll go with that, and I'll hand it to you. I'll be like, here, play this with me, Dan.
It got, from what I heard, its launch was horrendous. And they fixed the problems.
Yeah. Unlike Fallout 76.
That is a game I refuse to play.
I will never touch that game with a 10-foot pole.
I refuse. As soon as I saw what they did to Fallout 4, I was like, they're not going back.
You didn't like Fallout 4?
Okay. Fallout 4, fun game. If it was called Nuki Nuki Wasteland, I'd love it. But it was called Fallout 4. And everything that was cool about New Vegas and what made New Vegas the best first-person Fallout game, completely absent.
I never played New Vegas. Yeah.
You never? Okay,
I played 3 for the most part.
Dude. Okay. Here's the thing.
I need to play Outer Worlds.
New Vegas is your game.
My game?
Yeah.
Are you Scarfacing me right now?
No, I'm being...
The world is yours.
No, I'm being one of... Like, all the things that you talk about liking in video games are in...
New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas. Like, depending on what... Like, if you wear... what is it called? New California Republic? Mm-hmm. If you wear New California Republic stuff, legionaries will attack you.
Oh?
Like, it'll tell you, like, you're wearing faction clothes. Make sure you don't...
Yeah.
Like, make the...
Go in the wrong neighborhood.
Right. And there is no, like... Like, once you get to New Vegas...
Yeah.
The quest line literally opens up into, like, 5 different ways you can win the game.
Interesting.
No, it's seriously... And all the... And... Like, even playing in the casinos is fun.
There's casinos?
Yeah.
Dan, I have a gambling problem.
Well, this is good, because this isn't real money. So you can gamble all day.
No, I definitely wanted to play it, but, like...
It's so good.
All the reviews said it was, like, one of the most buggy...
It was... Okay, I played it way after it came out. I played
Okay.
it once it finally got to Xbox 360 and I was in high school.
Okay.
So like it was a good bit after when it came out. I assume it was a nightmare. I can only imagine.
Okay.
Because the version I played still had bugs. So I can only...
Yeah.
Bethesda and their infinite...
Yeah. All like Fallout diehard people say New Vegas is the game.
It is. It really is. It has everything that you want in an RPG. You can play however you want. If you want to be naked and only use a stick, go ahead.
Wow.
Like... And there's so many, like, you know how in Skyrim you're kind of like, why can't I just kill the leader of the Imperials and just end this? Yeah, you can do that in New Vegas.
Oh.
Like there was one time where I got a companion and I was like, all right, dude, we're gonna, like, I didn't say this to him because he's an NPC, but I was like, okay, I'm going to dress this dude up like a legionary. I'm going to dress up like a legionary. We're going to invade. What was the guy's? Oh, Kaiser is the head guy. We're going to invade the camp under the pretenses of trying to follow his quest line. We're going to kill him. And I'm making it out alive.
You, on the other hand, it's up in the air.
Right.
But
I did that. I literally did that. And I got a bunch of things coming up saying quest failed, quest because it was all of his quests, which I was fine with failing because I wasn't going to do the Legion.
Isn't that like wasn't Fallout 3 like that too? I think it was. Because you could nuke that town and then all of the stuff involving that town went away.
Right. No, but what I'm saying is there's more of it with much more important stuff. Like you can eliminate the main quest line.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's really
impressive.
impressive.
At least one of the ways to do the main quest line. You can't eliminate all. I don't know. I've never tried to completely mess with it. But, and the expansions are a lot of fun.
All the Fallout expansions are fun.
Yeah, but I really, I haven't played it in years.
I think it's really sad that Bethesda is just going down the tube.
Just sold out.
So bad.
Oh, when I forget what it. Oh, here's what it was in Fallout 4. Was that like being a good guy or a bad guy like meant nothing. Yeah, I hate that. When it's like, you can be a good guy or a bad guy. I'm like, yeah, then how does the game respond? Yeah. You know?
Well, I guess that's what appeals me to The Witcher 3 so much, because I guess that's like really hounded on. Yeah. And I love games like that.
That was something that really disappointed me about Red Dead 2. Yeah. You could be the worst guy ever. You could have, I called them bad cowboy points. You can have all of the bad cowboy points. Nobody cares. Sure, your cutscene might be just a little bit different. Yeah. But the game's the same. You're still gonna, spoiler alert for Red Dead Redemption, you're still gonna get tuberculosis. You're still gonna, go through your tragic hero story arc. But who cares if you have bad cowboy points? Whereas in New Vegas, it's like, hey man, you got bad guy
karma.
Points. Yeah, you got bad karma. You're just not able to do this. Yeah. But sometimes, if you have the worst karma, some gunslinger might just show up and be like, I hear you like to handle things your own way. I respect that. I'll be your companion. And you're like, dope.
That's sick.
It's
That's
great.
Sick.
Sick.
Have you ever played the Destiny games? No. I slept on them really hard. And because I know I played the first one when it first came out, but I didn't play it with anyone. Yeah. So I was just running around. I was like, shoot, blast.
Shoot, blast, open crate.
Yep. And I was like, okay, this isn't that fun. But that's one of those games where you need to play with other people.
Mm-hmm. I think that's why I never really got into it. Yeah. I really like single player games a lot.
So do I. Yeah. But at the same time, I love multiplayer games. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, because I want to get Red Dead 2, just because I know GTA 5 Online is crazy.
I thought you had Red Dead.
I did on my Xbox.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they're coming out with expansions for the online now.
Dude, the fact that GTA 5 Online still has incredibly active users is just a testament to how much fun Rockstar's sandbox is.
Well, they just keep adding.
Right.
And
it's
adding
free.
and adding.
And the stuff that they add is free. You know, it's
Well,
like...
it's because they make stupid money off people just buying the game.
Dude, people buy... There's still, like, hawking GTA 5.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a sale on PlayStation, they're like, and 75% off
Yeah.
GTA 5. And you're like, dude, I bought it 3 times already.
Yeah.
I bought it for Xbox 360. I bought it on PC. And now I'm buying it on PlayStation 4.
It's crazy.
You've won, Rockstar. You have won. I don't think there's another game that I own more copies of than GTA 5.
I want to know what they're going to do. I feel like Rockstar needs to just come out with something completely different. Just like out of left field, just drop it.
See, they tried that with Max Payne 3.
But that's nothing new. Max Payne was
Okay.
something. I mean,
Okay.
like, completely
Oh,
come up
100%
with a
new.
new
That would be
concept.
dope. I just love the way they approach video games. Okay, I like the way they approach their stories.
Yeah.
Some of
Most of them have really great stories too, like Red Dead Redemption.
I think GTA 5 was the only one that didn't really have that good of a story.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was entertaining.
Well, yeah, it's GTA. It's not.
Right, it's
It's
not-
just supposed to be entertaining.
Right, but Red Dead Redemption 2's story is...
I feel like
you
I
could
didn't give it.
shed a tear. It was so good.
I feel like I didn't give it the credit it deserved. Like I
because-
told you, I was just trying to speed run it.
Right,
Basically.
and you and I were obsessed with the gameplay
Yeah.
things. We were like, bad cowboy points.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to donate to the camp. Turns out that didn't mean anything.
Anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then once I found that out, I felt like I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna.
You
get
feel like
this
you've
story.
been played.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, just tell me the story.
Yeah.
Like, because that's the best part.
Yeah.
No, but I love you slowly figuring out that you're being used.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you slowly figure there's no plan.
Yep.
There's no Tahiti.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you
We're
have?
going to Tahiti.
You know, and then that one guy that you've always hated, he's a double agent. You're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Micah.
that scene.
Anyone with the name Micah,
Micah,
I just can't
yeah.
trust anymore.
I loved when you're in like the bayou and the head like Pinkerton agent is like on the machine gun.
Mm-hmm.
And Arthur just goes, this guy's starting to piss me off, and just kicks down the door, and then you just shoot everybody.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it is.
I'm gonna have to buy it again. I'm gonna have to buy it again. There is some great moments in
There's
it.
some amazing moments, like, and just the music.
The soundtrack was amazing.
The way the towns look.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in terms of literally everything but gameplay, for me, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
The one thing that holds it back is how when you do a mission, they hold your hand.
Yeah.
And they're like, you need to follow this path.
Yeah.
And it's what Nakey Jakey on YouTube has said 1,000 times.
Who is Nakey Jakey?
Oh, he's a great YouTuber. Everybody should check him out.
I only know it's the Rad Brad.
No, you should check out Nakey Jakey. He brings up something that some other guy brought up, like, in the early days of internet video game culture.
Mm-hmm.
He says there's a difference between a box of Legos and a Lego set.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft is a literal box of Legos.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Here are the rules. Here are the pieces. Figure it out.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want. Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption are like, hey, here's this box of Legos. And look at all these fancy pieces we got.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, whoa, I'm going to do a mission. And I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to be the coolest cowboy, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And there literally was a mission that I failed because I did it better than the game. You know
Whoa.
the mission where you have to sneak in to the place to get the oil documents?
Oh,
for the
yeah,
Native
yeah. You were
Americans?
telling me about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I went on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
It was people have pointed this out in 1,000 videos. I'm not the only one who did this. I was like, oh, I got to be really sneaky. I'll go on the roof. I'll go in through the window. I'll just kill the guy, take the documents out the window. Nobody knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, you have to go all the way through the building.
Yeah.
There's a cut scene. You have to shoot your way out. From a story perspective, all of that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
It was super dope.
Yeah.
But from what I was told, I think that's an issue that I have with some things, is what I'm told the thing is, and then finding out what it really is.
I think you need to stop paying attention to any hype that comes before a game, and
but
just
Red
buy
Dead
a
Redemption's 2 hype was different because that was coming straight from Rockstar.
Yeah.
Where they were like, oh, the script is 30,000 pages long.
Yeah.
And every decision you make. Ooh. I'm just going to stop.
Just don't even.
I just don't listen to anyone who says every decision you make, fill in the blank. No.
Just call it bullshit instantly.
What I am excited for
is Outer Worlds.
I am excited for Outer Worlds, but I'm very, very excited for Cyberpunk.
Oh, yeah.
I
forgot about that.
That's made by the same guys who make The Witcher. CD Projekt Red. That. Oof. I'm so excited.
It's going to be dope.
Keanu Reeves? Keanu Reeves? First of all, it's cyberpunk. My favorite subgenre.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Deus Ex games. I love Blade Runner. I love Ghost in the Shell. I love Akira. I could go on.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to put Keanu Reeves? And he's a figment of our imagination?
Didn't Cyberpunk start out as like a board game? Or was it like a book? I think it was a book. The
term cyberpunk?
Yeah.
It's a subgenre. So there's no... I don't think there was like a thing called cyberpunk.
Oh.
It's like steampunk.
No, I think there is a book.
There might be.
This storyline follows.
Oh, you mean the game?
Yeah.
You don't mean the term.
Yeah.
Oh, my apologies. It might be. I have no idea.
I'm
intentionally.
I think it was a book that was made into a board game.
Yeah, that sounds. I think I heard something about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that there's a bunch of the genre cyberpunk. Can we call it lowercase cyberpunk to avoid
lowercase? Oh, to avoid the confusion.
Yeah, lowercase. Yeah. There's a bunch of lowercase cyberpunk role playing games, Dungeons and Dragons style.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love it.
It's great.
I'll never forget being up at 4 a.m. watching Toonami on Adult Swim.
Toonami was the greatest.
And Ghost in the Shell came on, and I was like, "What is this? What is this? Give me all of it." This. And then went on the internet, looked up Ghost in the Shell, and everyone's like, "Oh, heavily inspired by Blade Runner." I'm like, "What's that? Harrison Ford's in it? Sign me up."
I don't know. There's just so many games coming out. It's insane. And then PS5 is supposed to be coming out next year.
Yeah, what's the new Xbox called?
I don't know. Spectre or something?
No, they gave it a real name. It's not Project Scarlet anymore. It actually has a name. It's like, but it's something dumb. It's like the Xbox 7 Series X20.
Well, I'm confused because they just put out another form of Xbox One that's basically like a computer tower.
I'm pretty sure that's the new Xbox.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a new version of Xbox One.
I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, Microsoft's. Yeah, that's the new one, the Xbox Series X. That's what it's called, Series X. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the new console.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not a new Xbox One.
I thought it was a new Xbox One. And
then how about this?
Because the PS5 looks...
Give them regular names.
Everything in technology is just going completely out of left field with names. I feel like they roll the dice. They write random words that seem like they would be cool technology names.
Yeah.
Put it on 2 different dice, roll it, combine them. New product. We got it.
But at least the PS5, it's like PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4.
Well, yeah, because Sony is like, we're not doing all this bullshit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Microsoft
5.
was like, we're going to put out the Xbox. And you're like, whoa.
Well,
it's got X in the name.
There was a Microsoft 95, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8.
It went 95, XP,
Vista
7,
8, 10. Why do people not make 9s? There wasn't an iPhone 9.
No, it went straight to iPhone X.
Which is 10.
X. No, it's not. It's X.
It's the Roman numeral.
This was like when Madden, for the 20th edition or the 20th year that they made Madden, called it Madden 20.
Yeah.
And now Madden 20 came out last year for 2020. You know, so what I'm saying is like
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like I mean names are a disaster for some things. You know who's the worst? The Kingdom Hearts games. Cuz there's one that was like Kingdom Hearts 343 divided by 17 or whatever.
No, it wasn't. There's
What was
like
it?
1.5, 2, 2.5.
No, but there's some crazy one. I'm going to look this one up too. I know there's a crazy one. It's like
Kingdom Hearts is dope though. I love Kingdom Hearts. I need to play the third one.
from what I've heard, it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, because they took 20 years to make it.
Yeah, dude.
What else is that? What have you heard about Outer Worlds? Have you even played it yet?
No, but I know people like it. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 358 divided by 2 days. I told you that title. How would you say that? Read it for the listeners.
It's Kingdom Hearts 358 divided by 2 days.
358/2 days. I don't.
Okay, no, you're right, because they got all the that storyline is more confusing than fucking Metal Gear Solid, and Metal Gear Solid is all over the place.
Dude, I'll never forget. I have a friend. One of my friends works in game design, and he was like, "Yeah, if you want to find out the story of Metal Gear, just watch all the cutscenes from all the games." I was like, that's like 20 hours.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, you'll get through it eventually. Treat it like a TV show.
Or you can just watch the summary that I watched, which was 20 minutes.
I guarantee you there's blind spots, dude.
No,
There's
isn't.
No
It was solid.
There's no way you can explain the story of the Phantom Pain in 20 minutes.
They did it.
And all the other ones.
The Phantom Pain is like a prequel. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so confusing. It's so confusing.
You didn't realize it?
Metal Gear Solid 4 is like the end of the storyline.
Yeah.
Sons of Liberty, I think is.
No, Sons of Liberty is the second one.
No, it's
Guns of the Patriot.
Guns of the Patriot. Oh, that game was so good.
It goes in chronological order, not counting Portable Ops and all of those. I'm pretty sure it goes 3, 5, 1, 2, 4.
You forgot Phantom Pain.
That's 5. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. How do you know that off the top of your head?
I like Metal Gear. I think.
But you didn't play 4.
No, because I didn't have a PlayStation at the time.
Go get one.
Well, it's not backwards compatible, so you want me to get a PlayStation 3 and Metal Gear Solid 4.
That's what I meant by saying go get one.
Okay.
Damn, no, seriously, that is one of the greatest games I ever played in my entire life. And this is how I played Metal Gear Solid 4.
Are the controls just as clunky as the early Metal Gear Solid games?
No.
Okay, good.
No, it's so good.
The aforementioned buddy who works in game design was like, nah, dude, come over to my house. I'll get you started on Metal Gear Solid 2. You'll like it. The controls are so like...
I love Metal Gear Solid 2, though. That was like the first one I played.
And I bet if you like... I bet the controls don't become that much of a problem. Mm-hmm. But I still... It's so hard for me to get into a game where the controls are weird to me.
Yeah, this one is
Resident Evil, perfect example of that.
No, Metal Gear Solid 4 is like when it came like fluid.
Okay, good.
Like all your movements were fluid and whatnot. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good.
I have just unlimited respect for Hideo Kojima.
He's the man.
Yeah.
But no, how I got to play Metal Gear Solid 4 was my Xbox 360 got the Red Ring of Death. This is when I was like hardcore, put that shit in my veins, video games all day, all night.
That was back when Red Ring was Red Ring.
It was Red Ring. I had to send my Xbox 360 away for like a week.
Dude, I know people who sent theirs away 3 times. That console was a disaster.
It was horrible.
The original 360 was so bad.
It was so bad. But I had to send it away for like a week or so. So what I did, I was like, Mom, we're going to rent a center, and I'm renting a PS3. This is how spoiled I was back in the day. I went to a rent a center. I was like, give me a PS3. We're heading to Blockbuster. I'm picking up some games. I got Metal Gear Solid 4, and I
Crushed
blew
it.
through it. I was like, this is so good. Oh, the ending scene, so epic. So epic.
I love the music from Metal Gear Solid. It's just cool. It's just good. Play it.
It was so good.
Yeah, I think the only one I've played is 5, and I really liked 5. Now that's a game that's a box of Legos. You can approach the missions. You want to ride in on a horse with 2 machine guns?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I can't wait to play that game.
You want to sneak in and only use a baton? Go ahead.
Well, because Ground Zero, I don't even understand how we sold Ground Zero as a standalone game, because it's basically one level, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm shocked that you missed that. You were like, I got Ground Zeroes. I was like, you got the demo?
Well, no, it came with Phantom Pain when I bought it.
Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense.
No, yeah.
I thought you bought Ground Zeroes.
No.
Like,
I bought Phantom Pain and Ground Zero as a package
tight.
deal for
Nice,
$15.
Oh, yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. But I started playing that, and it's just so much fun. But I would get caught every time. I'm horrible at stealth games now. I used to be so good at stealth games, but now...
Yeah, you played Splinter Cell too, didn't you?
Oh my god. Splinter Cell Conviction, one of the greatest games ever created. ever.
I remember Splinter Cell was one of the first video games I ever saw. I went to my grandma's house, and my cousin was playing Splinter Cell on the original Xbox. And I was like, what is this?
You talk about clunky games.
They were so...
Oh my god. They were horrible.
Especially in co-op.
Oh, they were so horrible. The controls and the camera. Oh, it
Trying
was just
to
bad.
stick a camera under a door.
Yeah.
You're like, well, wrong
You know
thing.
what games were sick? Were the Rainbow Six games.
I never played them.
There was the Rainbow Six Vegas games.
That's what I hear a lot. Is
so good. So good. They were so fun co-op.
That's awesome.
Great games.
The Russians love Rainbow Six.
Russians love Rainbow Six. Well,
Yeah.
they have... What's that new one they have that's like they keep adding on to, and it's like super cult followed?
The Division?
No. Or it's a Rainbow... I think it's Siege. Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, yeah. I really want to play that, but I will not be good at it.
Yeah, me neither. Well,
I'm afraid.
The Division, I started playing the first one, but it was like 2 years ago.
It
when
strikes
it was,
me... It
was dead.
It strikes me as an open world time sink.
I think that's what it is.
Where it's like, go in the open world, grind a lot,
Yeah.
come back. Which,
Yeah.
if you're into that, by all means.
Yeah.
But that's just not my game.
Yeah, I feel like that's another one that like is only fun if you have like friends playing with you.
And the fact that I'm missing it, I'm not.
You're not.
I'm not
losing sleep. Yeah.
No. Like I said, it's just not. I'm just.
I really love this new Call of Duty. I played it again for like the first time in like a few months the other day, and I murked a bunch of dudes.
Dude, my brother is so good at it.
Is he?
I was like, when did you like get really good at COD? Like he's always...
Does he have a YouTube channel?
No, but he should. He's always going...
Tell him to Twitch stream.
He's always going like 30 and 10. And I'm like, what?
I think I went that with a shotgun one day.
When he plays, he'll play hardpoint.
Yeah.
On like a small map, and he'll get like 70 kills with like 20 deaths. And
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
what are you doing? You're just popping off.
That's crazy. No, it's really fun, and I don't know how, because usually if I take a break from like Call of Duty for like a week or so, it's a wrap. I'm not getting any positive KD ratio whatsoever. But this one, I went on there. I think I went 30 and 17.
See, I'm such a casual gamer now. Going positive to me is like, I'm not the worst. But I mostly play like objective based things.
Yeah.
Like domination.
Yeah, I love
I almost
domination.
exclusively play domination.
Domination or like headquarters.
Yeah. Oh.
What I don't understand is the fucking tryhards that just play straight search and destroy.
Those
and they're
are-
like, I love it.
That's another breed. I can't do games where if I die, I'm done for the game.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, I'm not that good at Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just let me.
Yeah, let me do my thing.
Let me like die a couple times. I'll get some kills.
Yeah.
I use score streaks instead of kill streaks. I'm
Yeah,
not a moron.
me too.
Like, let me get my UAV, get the extra XP from the assists.
Mhm.
Like, come on. Don't. Oh, I died. Now I have to watch the rest of the game.
Yeah. I think
I'm not good
they
enough.
need to hold off on the Call of Duties now. Like
They're not.
the whole
They're
every year
not.
thing.
They're not.
It's a cash cow. You're right.
No, here, and that's why I don't want to say that I like this one. Because to me, when it was initially announced, I was like, they're just cashing in.
Mm-hmm.
This is called Modern Warfare. They know that people like me are going to buy it. This is kind of cynical.
Uh-huh.
Then I saw the trailer. I saw Captain Price. He said Bravo 6 going dark. And I was like, Call of Duty 4 is what got me into video games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get this game. And my brother and I, when he was home on one of his breaks from college,
Yeah.
he just looks at me and I look at him and I was like, want to split COD? He was like, yeah. I'm like, let's get it. And we got it. And we literally we went to Walmart and bought COD.
Uh-huh.
And now at Walmart's, they have all the energy drinks and the Mountain Dews where they sell video games. And so we bought COD, and then we look at each other, and we were like, is that a 12-pack of Mountain Dew? Get that. And we were like, should we get Doritos while we're at it?
Dude.
Like, let's go full hog.
Oh, man.
And then we just went home and played COD, and I played the campaign, and I'm not going to talk about the campaign.
Why?
Because then we'll talk about politics. And
The campaign was good, though.
it was fun. I'm a sucker.
You're a sucker?
I'm a sucker.
You're a dum-dum?
Yeah, I'm like, just give me shooty explosion
With Captain Price.
with Captain Price. The mission where you like go through the houses is excellent.
The one where you have to, like, sneak through the houses?
Mhm. I love
Is it me, or
those.
was that one fucking hard?
It wasn't hard for me.
I
You
think
gotta-
I'm just an idiot. Like I said, I just suck at stealth games now. I don't know why. Like, I just kept getting detected for no reason.
Oh, are you talking about the last one where you have to go through all of the houses?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I got detected a lot in that. I was
Okay.
talking about the earlier ones where you're with like a team of people and you're like clearing the house looking for terrorists.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, I like Call of Duty is best when it's cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
So like just
Yeah.
like
Did you ever play World at War?
I liked World at War a lot because
It was so good.
Finally, the Russian campaign was kind of corny.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they showed like the brutality of what the Russians went through in World War II.
I thought it was so good. It was the mission after like the bombs went off and you had like fake dead, and then the guy walked away and there was just the ashes falling. So good.
I think I liked the remaster of Call of Duty 4 more than I like the new.
I forgot they did that.
Dude, have you played the campaign?
No.
They changed it a little bit.
Did they?
And after the nuke scene, there's more people alive.
Ooh.
And it's like, whoa. Like there's other Marines just kind of like walking around.
I think I have it. I can't remember though.
It's so crazy to me to like look back on Call
I
of Duty
forgot
4
that part was in there.
and think about like how much that changed the video game industry.
Yeah.
Like Call of Duty was like a meh franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Like PC people played it. Call of Duty 3 sucked.
Yeah.
It
Hardcore.
was not good. They like tried to recapture the like Call of Duty 2 finest hour,
Yeah.
glory days, and it just wasn't there.
Mhm.
But then they just went out of, and that was like, you got to think there hadn't been a fucking war game to take place in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of obvious. And like
There was, but there wasn't like a first-person shooter one. I don't think,
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Was like there wasn't like a military focus
or like a very well done one
Right.
at least.
and like that stuff was ripped from the headlines.
Mhm.
AC-130 gunships and all that stuff. It was like, wow, no, this is like, it was like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And now they're just, what makes money?
Yeah.
Make them buy a battle pass after they already bought the game. You want to make me furious? Make me buy something after I already bought your game.
What about DLC?
DLC's different because that's an expansion. That's making the game bigger. The battle pass is unlocking things which you would have already been able to unlock if it wasn't there.
Yeah. You're right. Okay.
Which I understand. That's how modern video games are.
Yeah, fucking Fortnite ruined that shit.
Well, no, it was ruined way before Fortnite.
Like I told you, I haven't been in the gaming
and Fortnite
world
is
in
at
a
least
while.
Fortnite. I give them the pass because the game's free.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
you got to pay for the game somehow.
Yeah.
If it's free, I don't care because that's like the bargain of free things. You know.
Yeah.
Is it either sucks or you have to pay eventually.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but with
Fortnite's following is crazy.
Dude, it's so insane to me. And
it's insane.
My brother hates it now.
Yeah.
Because like he's been playing.
I never really liked it.
He's been playing like forever.
Yeah.
And now that they've added bots, he says it ruins the game.
They've added bots?
Yeah. When you're dropped into a battle royale of 100 people.
Yeah.
There's probably only like 60 actual humans.
Really?
Yeah. It's bad.
That's stupid.
Like my brother went from getting wins with 3 kills to getting wins with like 15. And I was like, wow, you got really good at this. He's like, no, the game got significantly easier. I was like, what? He's like, there's bots.
That's crazy.
And I
didn't know about this.
He has this weird thing about AI.
Yeah.
He like hates them. So he's like, they're just machines, man. They just build and destroy for no reason. And I'm like, okay, Roy, you are reading way too deeply into the fact that there's bots in Fortnite now. But no, it's because kids started playing it.
Yeah.
So they made it way.
Yeah.
Which, hey, you gotta make money.
Yeah.
And it's not like Fortnite was some like principled take on video games. No, it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
But what I hate now is people don't realize that Fortnite is an actual term. A fortnight? Do you know how long that is? It's 2 weeks.
Is it?
It's a standard. It's an old school.
I don't know this, Dan.
Okay.
Dan, I told you I can't even read. You can't even get mad at me for not knowing what a fortnight is.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just like, I hate that people just say Fortnite. And
Yeah.
it's like, Fortnite. Ugh.
Fortnite.
Yeah, it's just a word.
Yeah.
You know? But I think that...
A lot of the people that I know, I don't even think they play it that much either. I feel like it's going to have its Pokemon Go. I think it's having its Pokemon Go moment.
I think it definitely did.
And now it's just on the decline.
I love... The thing that made me laugh about Pokemon Go...
What?
Was the one thing people wanted to do was battle Pokemon. And they didn't add... Or battle other people.
Yeah.
And they didn't add that for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So like everybody quit Pokemon Go.
Well, you got to think about it. It's augmented reality to begin with.
I worked at a pool as a lifeguard when that happened. No work got done.
Oh, yeah.
Because where the pool house was, like 50 yards down the property was a Pokestop.
Oh, shit.
So we would just grind all day. And we'd walk around the whole park, you know, so like there's the pool house, there's you know, swings and playground for the kids, and there's a bunch of softball fields. If we were trying to hatch Pokemon, we'd get off the stand and then just walk around the whole property. There was a Charizard in one of the fields. 4 lifeguards ran out of the pool house, got in a car, and drove into the field. I was one of them. One of the guys lost cell service, and you would have, because he was like connected to the Wi-Fi at the pool house.
Yeah.
So when we just frantically, someone yelled, "There's a Charizard!" and we all ran into we were like, who's got their keys? And we just got in the car.
Jesus
and we were like,
Christ.
Where is it? It was so funny, dude. There was in I almost said the name of the town. In Geneva.
Okay.
There was a bunch of people who started wearing like the colors of like the
Their trainers.
Yeah. So they're like, you team gold, or like what was it, like
Jesus
Mystic?
Christ.
It was like Mystic, Fury, and whatever.
Yeah.
I was Mystic because I like the color blue. That was the only reason. and like, because Seneca Lake State Park had like 1,000 Pokestops on it.
Yeah.
So there was all these fucking nerds, like just all over the park, and people were like, "Yo, what you reppin'?" And my buddy was like, "Dude, we were 3 Pokemon away from a gang war."
Oh my god. No, people went crazy over that shit. There'd be people just walking around town, and you're like, "Oh, Pokemon people."
Yeah.
It was good. It got people outside of the house doing shit.
I loved that Pokemon Go did more for like America's fitness than anything the government has tried to do.
Yeah.
And like so
Well, that's how they need to package it.
Yeah.
You got to make it entertaining too.
One of the guys who we were playing with at the pool, he was like a huge like fitness guy.
Yeah.
And he would go for runs and turn on Pokemon Go so that he could hatch stuff.
Yeah.
And he was running too fast. They're like, "You're in a car," or
Jesus.
whatever. Or, you know, the message it gives
Yeah.
you where it's like, "We know you're not walking."
Yeah.
He was like, "I'm fucking running. I'm sweating my balls off. And you didn't record any of that." It's so funny.
I would have been pissed.
I knew somebody who tried to use it on a treadmill. It was like,
Why?
dude, it goes off GPS.
Oh my God.
It's not a pedometer.
People are stupid.
Oh, it was great. Man, those like early days of Pokemon Go, like the whole country
They were
was
great.
united. Everyone was like,
Me and my girlfriend would go down to the Hoops Park.
Mm-hmm.
Just walk around the lake.
nice.
Pond. It's not a lake.
That's not a lake.
I don't know what bodies of water are, Dan.
You're like,
I can't diversify a puddle from a pond.
We walked past the river,
River?
the brook.
The one standing water.
We walked around the water.
The collective water.
Yeah. No, that was great. How'd we get to Pokemon Go?
I don't know, Dan. I don't know how did we get to half of the stuff that we talked
This has
about.
been kind of. This episode's really been all over the place. It's been mostly been the game. This has been the gaming episode.
The gaming episode for sure.
Yeah. So that being said, my name is Dan.
My name is Sean.
Have a nice day, and we have no clue.
And don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, and I think that might be it.
I think that's it.
Have a great day.
Wonderful day.